Live from TD Garden in Boston, Massachusetts, welcome to Boston Bruins hockey on NESN. Tonight the Bruins look to turn up the heat as they welcome in the struggling New Jersey Devils. Hello again, everybody. Along with Andy Brickley, I'm Judd Surratt. Thanks for joining us. There's a saying in the National Hockey League, sometimes it's not who you play, but when you play them. And tonight, Brick, the Bruins are going to see a Devils team that's gone winless in each of its last four. Shut out in each of its last two. They had to play last night and travel into Boston, where the Bruins are sitting and waiting. Can the Bruins take advantage and win back-to-back games for the first time in about a month?
And despite that being said, Judd, the parity across the National Hockey League and just within the Atlantic Division standings, it behooves the Bruins to go on a little winning streak here. Build off that victory over St. Louis. Take it on the road with you after you beat the Devils here at home. Continue to build your home dominance, and then set yourself up for that nice week of home games leading into Christmas.
Bruins head coach Marco Sturm has said for the Bruins to win on a night-in, night-out basis, they need all hands on deck. That was certainly the case on Thursday against the Blues, and it was the top two lines that led the charge.
Yeah, when you think about the forward line combinations, the consistency with the third line and the effort you get from the fourth line, you can count on that forechecking game, the physicality, the low-high. But when you get production like they got against St. Louis from your top six, that is definitely a winning formula. Look at the numbers. 8 points combined between Lindholm, Geekie, and Steves. And then that second unit, Zach with a pair of goals. Love to see it when he's finishing, taking his shots, creating his chances.
Lori shoots, taken in by Allen.
Yeah, I talked to a couple of people that cover this New Jersey Devils team, and we asked, are we going to see a team that's sick of losing because they've lost 4 in a row? Or this is a team that won 8 games in a row earlier in the year, and they've come out with some purpose. A couple of times they tried to attack the net, creating turnovers on the forechecking game. Bossy gets it.
And it's wristed out to the neutral zone. Cut off by Lindholm, then lost it. Here's Mercer across. Brad shoots. Swayman got it with the left toe. Brad, the Devils' leading scorer. Will race in, finish his check hard on Nemitz. The Devils will exit. Cholowski, right of the net, sent out in front. Tucked into the blue paint. But the Bruins sweep it out of there as Connor Brown couldn't finish.
But they got caught 3 deep a little bit in that situation. Not entirely, because they did have Lindholm getting back in the middle of the ice. But players can't get caught up looking at the puck carrier. You got to pick up a wide man in that case. And
out of there by Janot. Up top, Aspero. Left of the net, Zadorov. Out in front of backhand. And Allen made the stop and then covers with the glove. Piece of it, Pete. Slapped it to Janot. Put it down. And out to center ice it comes. Meyer going wide. Cassidy with a big hit over at the far point. Knocked down Hughes. Lori with Arvidsson. Sent right circle, out of the slot. And the back pass. Zaka got in the way. Lori the other way. Off the skate, angled in by Janot. Cassidy takes a look. Tries to center. Gets it out in front, they score! Fraser pounds one by the blocker of Jake Allen. Bruins 1, Devils nothing.
well, that plants a seed of doubt on a team that's lost 4 straight, because the Devils had played a pretty smothering period to this point. They've had a good forecheck. They have good back pressure. They've gapped up. The Bruins couldn't complete 2 or 3 passes in any zone until this shift right here. Well, they had a couple of shifts where they had some opportunities. But this is what it gets it done. The second effort by Castling. He gets in there, makes contact initially. It looks like the Devils are going to get some puck and move it up the wall, but it's that second effort. He picks the pocket. Mitten's still hanging around. He's expecting the puck. He's shot ready. The minute he gets it, it's off his stick in a hurry, and he has to get it around the defenseman that's standing right in front of him.
So piece for the Bruins this year. He started the season on the wing. As this puck is sent out in front, and Timo Meier had to trick it to him, and he bangs it in to tie the game at 1.
Well, we were giving the Devils credit for playing a pretty good period, and that attitude like we're not going to lose again. We've lost 4 in a row. This is a shot that's going to come out from out high. And it's just going to find the Devils. He's just looking for a redirect. He's being tied up by Lindholm, but Myers loose. The coverage isn't blanket tight.
Zadorov fires, deflected just wide by Lindholm, who gets it back, centered. We got another Blizzard celebration. Morgan Geekie with another tally. 5 goals in his last 5 games. Bruins 2 and the Devils 1.
Well, the first 2 dump-ins by Boston weren't purposeful enough. This one is. Steves makes a nice dump-in that he knows he can get to first. And when he does, the Bruins are able to play that low-high game. The shot by Zadorov is a redirect by Lindholm, and then Dylan trying to make a pass under duress from the forecheck of Steves. And Lindholm makes the read, steps right into the passing lane, and all of a sudden Geekie's wide open for a quick, close-range one-time and no chance for Allen.
12 seconds.
And it's grabbed by Siegenthaler.
22nd goal of the season for the Bruins. Geekie scoring from Lindholm and Zadorov.
Hustadinov corrals it. Relays for Asimont. Back to Hustadinov. His backhand denied by Allen. And Asimont was checking to see if there was a rebound chance.
That's a nice play, hot wraparound because Hustadinov's wide open up by the defensive blue line, and a nice little give and go between he and Asimont.
Here's Zadorov. Carries out in front of backhanded. Allen the save. Zadorov gets it back. Up top, the big man looks, shoots, and this goes over the glass. Glass knocked off stride by Lindholm. He cues it ahead, held in by Kritznick. Cut out in front, swing to the stop on that turnaround attempt by Glass. Centered. Ritchie. Seen that a couple times from the Bruins today. Arvidsson. Up top, Middlestad shoots, deflected over the glass. Down out in front. In the slot, Bratt returns up top. Long shot, Swayman the save, rebound. Back to the end boards. Got knocked down out in front. In the slot, Bratt returns up top. Long shot, Swayman the save, rebound. Back to the end boards. Nemitz, Bratt, Cholowski, short side and wide. Nemitz has got it at the point. Cholowski, one-timer coming. Swayman the save, rebound. Bruins can't locate it.
Pressure.
Mercer rotates, send it into the slot. Oh, it's just topped over. Arvidsson's stick stays with it, popped it out. Here's Middlestad, end of his shift. Drives it in, passes step, into the slot. And he hangs it across. Ooh, a big hit delivered along the far side by Peak. Asimont to the dot. Couldn't pull the trigger. Trying to get around Hughes. Back of the net. He loves the wraparound. Lori fires over the head of Allen. Settled by Soderstrom. Dusts it off. Got it to Asimont. His pass just behind Corrali. Bratt almost lost it. Up top. Nemitz the shot. It deflects by Swayman. Good stick lift by Steves. Looking for some help. Lori out there to kill a penalty with 15 seconds remaining on it. Bratt. Nemitz blocked. And the Bruins cleared all the way down. Clears out. Off the partition, back of the net. Steves, look out. Referee got in the way. Bruins get it back. Zadorov off the post. Hamilton flipped it back of the net. Bratt's on it. The Devils' leading scorer. Spinning his Heishier. Bratt fires. Swayman the save as Aspero flattened his check out in front.
Communication needs to be better. The switches need to be better. The Devils with great effort, rotation in the offensive zone, giving the Bruins some problems. There's that little bit of a moving screen. You know, he's trying to take his guy, and then he's trying to, maybe I can block this shot, but he doesn't. And you can see Swayman with those bodies in front of him. That puck's by him already on the blocker's side. Hits the post and stays out.
Devils have it. Here's Meyer. Gives it away. Zacha. Arvidsson. Middlestad. Shoots. Allen fought it off. Zacha trying to get it to Middlestad, who stole it up the wall. Lindholm fires, deflected down and wide. Peak, back of the net, Arvidsson. Attacker on. Lindholm sent it around, and Swayman had to be alert. Had to be a nervous moment on the bench. Janot fires, Allen the save, rebound, set wide. Janot trying to scrape that free. Mitten. Janot, play to the corner, Peak. Crashes in, shoulder to shoulder with Palat. Had it stolen, Bruins get it back. Mitten shoots, deflected just wide. I think Janot got a piece of that with a shaft of his stick. Here's Dylan. Pritchett shoots. Finally got a piece of that one, and it goes into the protective netting.
Now, as you know, he's expecting Mitten to put this puck in his general direction. Gets a little separation from his check and Hughes.
Arvidsson sets it up for Steves. Lorai, Steves shoots off the post. Gets it back. Steves fires, deflected, sent just wide. Looking for a little help, trying to work it up the wall. Tossed out to the neutral zone. Zadorov to Geeky. Now Steves goes it high out to center ice. Lindholm popped it in. Geeky will go chase. Hamilton avoids the hit by Steves. Glass, Palat, got around a check. Centered. Swayman on a step with the left leg. And then Swayman again. His best of the night. Gonna play it off the dasher. They battle at the hash marks. Bruins with it. Here's Kastelik. That's Janot breaking. Kastelik. Janot throws it deep. Mid reaching for it. Oh, Mercer got popped. Coughed it up. Zadorov. And Allen the save. Little traffic out in front. Peak up the wall. Arvidsson, he'll walk it out with Zacha. Returns Arvidsson to the slot. Tic-tac-toe! Zacha to Middlestad. Bruins 3, Devils 1.
Well, the Bruins execute a really effective 1-2-2 in the neutral zone. They force Dougie Hamilton to wide around. And then they try to play the puck on the forecheck. And the play by Peak to get back and go up the wall to Arvidsson. Now you got the Devils caught deep. That's the reason you get the 3-on-2. And what a well-executed 3-on-2. Get the puck to Zacha in the middle. You get it on the wing to Arvidsson. You drive through. You give Arvidsson a chance to cut to the middle. Now you're in your triangle formation. And it's tape to tape to tape. Empty net play from Middlestad on a great pass from Zacha.
Steves. Peak shoots this bouncer. He scores! Andrew Peak fires a tennis ball down the middle of the ice. His first of the season. Bruins 4, Devils 1.
The monkey off the back. Celebration going by the Bruin bench. Steves is going to try to find Geeky. He gets disrupted by the pinch by Hamilton, but Peak moving up with the play, protecting the middle of the ice. He gets to it, and that is a perfect place to shoot from for an empty net. Dead center. It's not clean, but it's accurate.
Tossed it deep, and the Garden comes to its feet. They dig away in the corner with 5. Back of the net, Kastelik. Bruins win. Morgan Geeky, your game winner tonight. Jeremy Swayman, exceptional. He stopped 29 of 30, and the Bruins went back-to-back games, Rick, for the first time in just about a month.
Yeah, this is a feel-good victory again, Judd, because everybody participated. Everybody had a hand in it. Everybody had their fingerprints on how the Bruins won this hockey game. It was a slog for them for about 40 minutes. Jersey was giving them all that they could handle, but they were fortunate to have that 2-1 lead going in the third and to have the best period of the night as a team in the third period. That's how you win hockey games, and they ought to be